Peace be with you. My name is Nicole Nixon. My friends call me Coley. I'm the mom and shaman from beautiful Four Oaks, North Carolina. And yeah, I hope that you're well. I wanted to talk to you a little bit. This message is for somebody, and if you're watching it, maybe it's for you. So story time. I yeah, I live in Alabama. Just before the stay-at-home orders and everything with the pandemic and whatnot got issued, I got a ticket um, for speeding and all of the other things that were not right with my car, because I've been just essentially on the road and going where I'm sent, and honestly not taking care of my own stuff. So it's another story, but I ended up in jail. When I got out of jail, I took care of all the stuff that I needed to take care of, except the speeding ticket. I wasn't going to pay it. I'd hoped to fight it. And that was my intention when I went to court, to have a conversation about that. Because the judge didn't ask me like how I plead or anything like that. I did ask for mercy. And the judge opted to dropped the charges on three of the four charges that I had. So I'm grateful for that. And I explained when I was in the court, I'm like, I'm not from here. Like they have in North Carolina where you can ask for a prayer for judgment, which is essentially a request for mercy when you have a ticket or whatever. So they're like, no, well, we've given you mercy on the three of the tickets, and you have to do either go to trial or go to traffic school for the speeding. I'm like, I'm already in school. Like, I don't want to go to school for that. I didn't even ask questions about the traffic school. I was just like, yeah, I don't want to do that. What's my other option? And she was like, go to trial. And I was like, okay, what does that entail? And she was like, well, we have to get the officer in here and all this other kind of stuff. But if we go to trial, we're going to try you for all four charges. We're not going to forgive you for the ones that we said we would, essentially. And I'm like, well, what does it cost you? Actually, my question was, what does it cost the court? And the judge was like, it doesn't cost me anything. And so I was like, okay. Then a lawyer that was in the courtroom was like, I'll represent her pro bono. And the judge was like, no, she doesn't need your help. And I was like, huh? I'm like, okay. So this was an odd kind of thing for me because I went in there just expecting to be honorable and just ask for what I wanted. And if I didn't get it, then I was relatively detached from judgment as far as that concerned. I had myself in a high vibrational state, and when I went before the judge, good afternoon, Your Honor, and the judge did not respond. Like, these are things that I'm noticing as I'm looking back on the experience. So I was like, that's that's a red flag or whatever. But I mean, that's just an opportunity for me to relax. I was already pretty relaxed, and just observing the way the court flowed, I didn't feel as though I didn't think I'd have a problem with getting what I asked for. So, where was I? I'm like, okay, so I'm trying to get more information about like, okay, what my options are and all this other kind of stuff, and what date would the trial be and everything like that. And then the judge was like, well, the traffic school's like only 4 hours. And I was like, okay, like, all right. I'm like, that's not so bad. Like, and they're like, you can even do it online. I was like, okay. And so and that, like, with that additional information, I was like, well, okay, that doesn't sound so bad. I was like, okay, well, fine. You know what? I'll do the school. But at some point during the conversation, the judge laughed. So I was like, thank you for your levity, thank you for your laughter. And I said it in sincerity because I appreciate it. Like, I've said many times, and if you ever watched any of my videos of me like talking, I was like, I make fun for a living. Like, I do my best to enjoy life and find a way to enjoy the most oddest things. And so when the judge was like, look, we've already agreed to drop three of the charges, we're going to have to deal with the fourth one. And I was like, can I please have a little more mercy? Like, come on. And she was like, no. And apparently her laughter was one of derision as opposed to levity. And I was in such a high vibrational state that it did not occur to me that she was like, I don't know, I don't necessarily think mocking, but like I thought she thought it was funny, but funny in a haha, but funny like I like your nerve kind of way. So, at the end of the day, I ended up, okay, fine, I'll agree to go to school, and that's another month away to deal with that and whatnot. But once it's done, it's done. Like, okay, fine. So the lesson for me in that one that I wanted to share with you, as an individual person, like, you have to be responsible for your own decisions and the consequences of those decisions. But we don't choose our habits. Our habits are kind of programmed into us, and those habits end up creating our future. So, because I'm a student for life, I don't mind going to extra classes. I just like, ultimately, I just wanted to be done with the ticket situation. But another class, all right, fine, cool. Like, yeah, I'm sure there's something that I can learn, or at least other people that I'll get a chance to interact with and enjoy, because I'm people focused. So I'm already looking for the good in that, and even though I didn't get exactly what I asked for, I did have another opportunity to meet people that I probably would not have crossed paths with otherwise. So if you want to learn how to piss off your friends with kindness, get your heart right. Take some time to center yourself, make sure you're in a high vibrational state, and just express gratitude and sincerity. And like, it does take training of yourself to do that, kind of scrubbing your heart out. And like, yes, there are areas in which I still have work to do, but I've got some amazing results in other areas of my life, and I would absolutely love to share those with you. So what I'm going to do is put a link to my calendar in the description, and then what you can do is schedule time to meet with me, and like, we can talk. Like, dude, I am not a celebrity. If you have looked at my YouTube page, I don't have that many followers, and I don't necessarily, I look at it every now and then, yeah, I do, but like, it is what it is. But if you're seeing this message, then it is meant for you. There's something within you that is looking for something, and someone to help bring it out. And I help people. I'm a helper, helping people live lives that they absolutely love. It's like my life's mission, and I want to do that with you. The work is yours to do. I will ask you questions. I will most likely piss you off, because apparently that is one of my spiritual gifts. But if I do piss you off, it's just because you never know. Like, it's usually related to fear, envy, shame, or regret. So you don't have to be ashamed about anything that you talk to me. I will tell you wholeheartedly, you can talk to me about anything. You can come to me for comforting and tell me how you feel. I'll show you some empathy, and then I'll show you what's real. Like, who you are is different from who you think you are, because who you think you are was programmed into you. And you spend your life replaying different versions of the same programming over and over again. And when you get somebody to look from the outside in and say, hey, this is a pattern, this is what you can do to shift that and just build those better habits, so that you can become the version of yourself that is written on your heart. There is a desire there that is just really waiting to get out. And if you want to talk it out, like, let's do that. Okay? And yeah, there is no attack. You're not harming me. I'm seeking this world to create harmony, that's unity, that's diversity in harmony in the world around us. So we can only start with ourselves. I mean, we can start on the outside, and then we're going to end up reaping what we sow because our hearts have seeds sowed in them as well. We clean those out. There's going to be some shit. Life is going to have it, and that's really what makes it interesting. Like, do expectations do lead to suffering? And when you can manage your expectations to zero and work in order of priority on a mission towards a goal, detach yourself from the goal and fall in love with the process. You gotta fall in love with yourself first. And when you do, oh man, the world becomes what you make of it. So that's my message to you for the day. Don't forget to play, have fun. Like, Spirit truly wants to have fun. We all want to enjoy life, and sometimes we can't enjoy it as much as we like to, but we can enjoy it as much as we can, and we can always find a way, because the Spirit is willing. True indeed, I am well dang. We operate above hate, divine abundance, not greed. Honoring God's promise that you always have what you need. 3 things and 3 things only: life, breath, and free will. Now, whether that's the will to succeed or the will to fail, that depends on your prior programming. And you want to get to jamming on the 1, 2. What you're going to do is shake these blues, boo. Shake that booty too, and have a good time with rhyme or reason. Got to be heavy with your reasoning and light with your seasoning. Know that there is a season for everything, and your season is coming. It is ready for you to step into it in the fullness of your individual power. So, though I'm sitting in the office, I see trees outside. I look at plants and leaves and all those things. They speak to me, and it's encouraging me to speak to you. So, if you found value in this, feel free to leave me a comment. Feel free to reach out to me. Take a step to talk to me. Let me talk to you and help you as best I can. I can at least encourage you and share with you a little something that I've learned to do in my walk. Okay? Thank you so much for your time. Have a great one.